Very good afternoon, all of you. We start with our session now, and today we have Naveen Sadhu sir with us, and sir is also one amongst us, and he is a very enthusiastic economics teacher. And when you meet him sometime, and some of you definitely must be knowing him, he's such a straightforward, simple person, and very good to interact with. So, sir is teaching in New Era School.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Dalmia for providing me an opportunity to interact with all of you and learn from you. So it is a great opportunity for all of us to meet in such a COVID environment and have a very fruitful session. I always think teaching is a two-way. When we teach in a class of 40, it means we are getting 40 new ways of understanding a concept. So, plus, first of all, you have to make the environment of classroom very friendly, especially student friendly. So, day's agenda, the syllabus for 2021, we all know we are still not clear what is to be cut by CBSE. And right now, we can't say anything. And even I would say we should not pass any statement before the statement issued by CBSE. Otherwise, it will create a confusion among students. So that's why I'm not going to go in detail. We all know what is the syllabus and we all know what is the weightage. And one thing is sure, no chapter is going to be deducted. If there will be reduction in syllabus, that will be in bits and bytes. Means you can say some particular topic or any method of national income, they may tell to that is not to be evaluated for 2021 examination, and don't expect the entire chapter to be deleted. So without wasting any time on the discussion what will be deleted or not, we should go to our next. The magic tricks. I have developed magic tricks over the years because what I have observed in my teaching life, students, especially those who are from humanity backgrounds, they feel a lot of problems in solving numericals. And when it comes to national income, there is a big problem for all of them. Sometimes I feel we are also responsible not encouraging or giving a boost to the students, and sometimes we say beta tere bas ki baat nahi hai. First of all, it is my request to all the teachers that you should never say this is a weak student in our class and he is the bright student, because the moment you are saying weak and bright student, you are doing the work done by the government, that is poor and non-poor. So this is my observation, perception. You may say I may be wrong, but what I have observed, because I am giving you a live example of my life. When I joined New Era Public School, my principal told me, sir, these are the students which are very weak, you have to work very hard, they are not performing very well in the 11th standard. So I said, ma'am, give me 10 to 15 days so that once I teach them, and after that I will decide how to tackle. Still, even I did not use a single word that is weak students or poor who are not interested in studies, because no student is bad. I observed this from the movie Hitchcock. Mind it, no student is bad. All have talent. Now it is our responsibility to tap the talent, how they can work. You have to move to them according to your requirement, how you can allot the work. So coming to the magic tricks, everyone teach national income, method of numerical of national income for so many years. So I have developed small tricks. For example, first of all, you have to tell them the 3 magic formulas, like always say gross minus depreciation is equal to net. factor cost plus NIT is equal to market price, and then domestic plus NFIA equal to national. बच्चों को बोल दो, they have to make a chart and read this formula 2 or 3 times so that they are comfortable in that. Now the value added method, I have used the word VIG, V-I-G. V stands for value of output. So tell them first of all, find out value of output in the question. If it is not there, then change sales plus change in stock. And if change in stock is not there, there may be net increase in stock or decrease in stock. And even if that is also not there, then they have to look for closing stock and opening stock. So most of the time you will say output or sale plus change in stock. In 90% questions from CBSE, you will find the two items, sales plus change in stock. Then minus I, intermediate consumption. Students get confused in intermediate consumption is different from purchase, and if purchase of machine is included or not. So you should explain their doubts very clearly. The machine is not a IC, part of IC. Then sometimes they are not comfortable whether in sale export is included or not, and in purchase import is included or not. So you have to tell them very clearly, if word sale is given, no need to add export. It is assumed it is already added in sales. And in the same way, in case of purchase, it is already, import is already included. So V minus I is G, and G for GDP MP, or you can say GVA MP, because in most of the value added question, generally we don't ask GDP, we ask GVA, NBA, NBFC, and so on. So this is one trick, value added method. So once they remember, tell them they have to solve the question in this order only. Even though IC, you have to find out IC or closing stock or opening stock, because once they remember the formula, write the formula, because I am telling try to solve the question in the simplest possible manner. Then again, what I have observed, students fear of doing numericals, especially those who are very weak in 9th and 10th in their mathematics. So simply tell that it is not a numerical question, it is just a game of fill in the blanks. You have to remember this formula and then put the value there. Next is income method. Again, a very interesting line. We all know we are living in the world of .com. Even we are interacting on the webinar internet platform. So income method, I have taken the word .com. So income.com. Now in income method, you have to remember three words, COM. C stands for compensation of employees. O for operating surplus. Now to make the mood of the student lighter, you can say when someone dies, you say RIP. And what is RIP? Or will say rest in peace. But here in economics, RIP is rent, interest, and profit. So C, they have to look for C, O, and M. M stands for mixed income. So it becomes NDP FC. Again, you have to tell them that P, there are three components of P, and one is very attractive line. UP में सिटी बजाओगे डंडे पड़ेंगे. So three components of profit are UP stands for undistributed profit, CT stands for corporate tax, and dande for dividend. So it becomes, and mixed income, there is further no part of mixed income. So COM stands for NDP FC. So first of all, break the question. First you have to find NDP FC. Then according to the requirement of the question, you can plus or minus using three fundamental formulas, that is gross minus depreciation, FCNG, and so on. So it is COM, compensation of employees, operating surplus, mixed income, it becomes NDP FC. Again, lack of practice. Tell them write in the same order. Then you have seen in 2019 there were questions like you have to find out mixed income, operating surplus, wages and salaries, etc. Tell them, simply tell that you have to cram the form. Generally we say ki learn. I don't think there is any difference between learning and cramming. Cramming plus concept becomes learning. If they know the concept, then you have to learn. Learn is a sophisticated word as compared to cramming, but they have to learn or cram the formula of all these methods. Then expenditure method. I'm just writing Pandit Ji good night. You can see on your screen. So when I first gave the idea of this to students, so some of the students start saying, yes, Pandit Ji good night, sir, we can elaborate this word. So Pandit, first P stands for private final consumption expenditure. G stands for government final consumption expenditure. Next G stands for gross domestic capital formation, and then net export. So Pandit Ji good night becomes GDP MP, and then you have to tell the components of gross domestic capital formation. Because if you remember, there was a question in 2009 compartment, 2010 compartment, you have to find out factor income from abroad, factor income to abroad, and you have also, you need to calculate depreciation portion from there with the help of gross domestic capital formation. So when you make your planner in the scheme, how you have to teach in the class, so you consider all types of possible questions that can be asked in board examinations. Plus, I always say, try any sample paper, any question. So first of all, tell me any questions which we have not discussed in our class. So we have to take along all the possible questions and try to create your own questions. For today's sessions, I have specially worked out on some source-based questions, because you know now the weightage of source-based question is 10%, that is 8 marks. You can expect one question of 4 marks from Indian economy and one question of 4 marks from macroeconomics. So this was Pandit Ji good night for expenditure method, and believe after that none of my students faced any problem while solving numerical questions in Indian macroeconomics. So I know there are many teachers in this group, they have to make their own tricks. You can share so that we can learn from you, and ultimately the benefit to the students community. Now the HOTS question. Now what types of question? Now the language of the question is also very important. As you see on the screen, income is a flow and flow of income is circular. Instead of giving them a straightforward question, explain the circular flow of income, you can make or twist the questions. I always say that your CBSE exam is like a cricket match. You are batsman, CBSE and the paper setter are bowlers. They can throw any type of balls on you, be it googly, bouncer, beamer, dusra, etc. So they must be prepared to face all types of questions. Plus, never give your students assignment in question answer form, because it kills their creativity. Let them answer, and then you can correct or guide them that you can add or subtract some points. So income is a flow and flow of income, and you will see a change in the approach of the students. They will give you answer much better than you were expecting from them. So give them freedom. I remember when there was a question in 2015 PPC, Clean India Mission. So after that, I gave different types of question on PPC because PPC was a hot cake in 2015, 16 and 17. Next is all capital goods or producer goods. Even the same type of question was some teachers were asking in the group yesterday. So all capital goods or producer goods. So tell them when you are explaining the topic of goods, you have to take a one period and tell in detail all types of goods, consumer goods, producer goods, and different types of producer goods. Because if the concept is not clear, they will face problem in the question based on items included or not included in national income. Were demand deposit considered money while time deposits or not? So when you are explaining the components of money supply and demand deposits and time deposits, try to, and what I do in my class, first of all, I never open a book in the class, except in case of numericals. And then I never tell or write the definition on the board straightforward. For example, I was taking a class on poverty. So first of all, I asked, what is poverty? What do you observe? How can you say one is poor, one is not poor? So if you write the same definition given by WHO, so ultimately that kills the creativity. What was their observation? What was their opinion? Even there was a joke type message on WhatsApp that I am a very poor girl. We have only 2 cars. We go for shopping once in a month, while our neighbors are going thrice a week. They have 4 and 5 cars, etc. So these types of questions, sometimes newspaper headlines. Again, since this year, source-based questions have been adding in the exam, so I have told all my students, read the newspaper, and if you think a question can be asked from this, try to frame, and if they are unable to frame the question, click the picture and send to my WhatsApp. In the end of my slides, I will show you some cartoons and how you can prepare different case study types questions. And when I go to different schools, and I see most of the students are not very much clear in their concept regarding normal resident and what items are to be included and not included. So tell the students simply, especially in case of embassies. So there is a funny questions. Actually, I have learned from my students also, and I am sharing my experience. There was a question asked from one of my students many years ago. He said, "Sir, there is an electricity pole inside the US embassy." I am requesting all listen the question carefully. Sir, there is a electricity pole inside the embassy, and its light is going or outside the road, say Panchil Marg. BSES Rajdhani is supplying electricity to that embassy. Now, income generated from that pole. This was the question created by a student. So, the income of electricity from that pole, whether it will be included in national income, in domestic income or not. So you have to tell whether the light is going outside the embassy on the road or inside where the pole is installed. If the pole is installed in the embassy, it means it is the domestic territory of that particular country. So in this way, sometimes they ask very awkward questions, but you should never discourage them. Try to give the answer to them with the help of the concept you have told them. Again, a very funny question. Even it was asked in some groups 2-3 days back, and I still remember the student who asked this question. The question was, there is an expecting lady. Even we know all the norms regarding airlines, they don't allow in such a situation. But the question was asked by the students. There is an expecting lady. So just I want to get the opinion of teachers also. So there is a lady, expecting lady. She is Indian. Her husband is working in USA. She is going to USA. Airlines is German Airlines, and there were some complications on the way, and the plane had to stop at Heathrow Airport, UK. A baby boy was born, or the baby girl was born in the hospital. Now the question is, sir, this is the question asked by my student. That boy or girl, child, is the normal resident of which country? India. Her mother was Indian. Father was Chinese or German citizen. Airlines was German. Hospital was in UK. Now the question was, child is the normal resident of which country? So the teachers, you can ask, you can write the reply in the chat box. I will answer at the end of the session. So keep thinking on that. Now the next is where demand deposits. So try to make questions a little different from others, and you have to give all types of masala. Like we Punjabi say na, masale wala khana. So all types of spicy question paper. This is the same line I think I have taken from NCERT. The development of infrastructure and economic development go hand in hand. This is a straightforward question taken from NCERT, and it is a very good question. Try to not to start your question from WH family all the times. What are the problem faced by power sector? It is better, right? 1-2 line about power sector, then try to ask what are the problems or shortcomings or disadvantage, like that. This is the question based on the box given in NCERT. Tourist on medical visa more than doubled in last 2 years. So in the light of the above statements, comment on the scope of medical tourism in India. Tell your teachers. I see some teachers say to the students that these boxes are not useless. No. And I am telling you, case study based questions are very much expected from these boxes of NCERT. So you will see all the authors are also putting that NCERT boxes. Maybe they are modifying the boxes according to the language or some adding or subtraction some material, but they are emphasis on NCERT boxes, as we see in business study also. Again, generally we say what are the advantages of railway or some positive impact of Britishers in India. Instead of that, the main objective of introduction of railway was to develop infrastructure in India, critically analyze the given statement. So try to make or create those types of questions where students have to generally scratch their head. They have to think. Don't give that. I'm not saying make all the questions this time, but as per the blueprint of CBSE, some 10 to 15% questions you can ask. You should ask or make these types of questions in your question. Raman is unemployed. Youth belongs to a poor family. Generally, we tell these are the schemes. Beta yaad kar lena. But to schemes se bhi you can make a question. Unemployed youth belong to a poor family in Kanpur. Village means rural area ho gaya. बच्चों को try to tell them the keywords. The village, as sir, Dalmia sir, yes, as sir. You know in BSc etc. We emphasize them on keywords while solving case studies. So yes, we should tell them the village means rural area hai. Kanpur mein ho gaya. Start. He wanted to start his own business. Now usko pata lage. तो मतलब बच्चे को पता, one should know what are the different poverty elevation programs are available.
Yes, sir.
And under which scheme he can apply for loan. So instead of asking the same question or direct question, you can make a question and it is a source based question, or you can say a case study type question. So my basic purpose is to just give you an idea how you can make questions. So there are different ways to make questions, and that's why I tell my students, work on your concept. I tell in my class and in the workshop the word CLAP. CLAP stands for CLAP. C for concept. First of all, you have to make your concept very strong. And if your concepts are clear, only then you can learn. L for learn. So learning takes place once your concepts are crystal clear. And if you have learned, then you have to apply. How you apply your knowledge means students should work hard. They should try to solve as many as questions or sample paper and in the prescribed time limits. But we observe that generally they don't follow the time limit. And the last is P for practice. So I am repeating: CLAP, C-L-A-P, C for concept, L for learning, A for application, and P for practice. Now the case studies. Even though these types of questions are introduced this year only, but I have been asking questions based on case studies for the last 3-4 years. Because once I see the question paper of ICSE board, so I got the idea that I should also train my student in these types of questions. And in the foreign university, you can see in the A level, etc., or O level, these types of questions are very common. Actually, this was the very first case study developed by me 3-4 years ago, so I tried to keep it very simple. Now, these days, I tell you, case study is not like the comprehension in the English. Generally, you have to find out the answer from the above lines. You may get the answer from the lines, or you have to understand the lines, and the answer may be the outcome of the above lines. So you have to be prepared to understand the concept, what it is telling in the question. So you can take any paragraph from any newspaper or India Today or any other magazine, etc. And for that, I'm also telling you, one app is OCR. OCR scanner is a very good, almost free because once you take 30 pictures, then it asks for money. So better once uninstall and again reinstall. So you no need to type any questions, or there is one text query. Text query is the, even I have worked on both text query and OCR. OCR is better than text query. So both you can click the pictures from newspaper and may form a questions. Gone are the days that you have to type the questions every time. No, there are very many softwares with the help of that, and one is speech text, speech to note. Speech to note is very good software. You speak and it will type automatically. There is, I think, 90% accuracy in that. Speech to note. So these are the small tools which I am also telling you, so that we can make because now we are not expecting a reopening of school before October. This is my observation. So ultimately we have to prepare online materials, PPTs, etc. So we should prepare ourselves for that also. So this is a very simple question. What do you mean by economics? Why economics has to choose resources? Now, this question I asked in 11th standard, because micro has went to 11th standard, so they can still only those students who have concept clarity, they are able to answer. So these types of case studies can be prepared by you. Another one is, even I will send the PPTs to Dalmia sir, and if they allow, though, you can use the PPTs, no issue, that is not a problem for me, so that you can get the idea how we can make different types of questions. Again, this is the curve because MRD. So if a student is clear, because there are two curves almost same, MRD, one is where MRT is used, in the other MRS is used, and both are having slope downward from. So you can make a question like that. The ultimately just with the help of only one word, student would be able to know whether it is PPC or IC. Then ask what are the properties, etc. If he is unable to find the exact curve, all his answer will be wrong. So that's why I tell you, try to focus on keywords. Again, while checking papers, we see most of the times many students, they give the reason of concavity of PPC is limited resources. So they should be very clear in downward sloping because of limited resources and concave to the origin because of increasing MRT or MOC. So you can make a question like this. This is the same thing, the curve is came. Yes, now come to Indian economy. So first of all, the moment we say tomorrow we have to teach Indian economy, face हमारे सबके down हो जाते हैं. Or when students see teacher is not in a good mood, or jolly mood नहीं है, so they will get undue advantage. So first of all, you should be mentally prepared. Try to work before a class ki how you can make an Indian economy attractive. Like the first chapter, Indian economy on the eve of independence. Try to tell them some little story, make all the chronicle events in some story forms and tell them where they came, what happened, have you seen any movies based on that, like Rang De Vasanti, Lagan. You can add all these inputs in your study so that they are awakened. Literally, I am saying, many a teacher called me and asked me, sir, how we can make Indian economy interesting. So I still remember when I had to teach development strategy of India, Pakistan and China. So and I was supposed to teach stats, but the ma'am told, sir, can you do me a favor? Can you teach this chapter in my class? So first of all, I was very shocked to see how I can make my class very interesting. Then I got an idea. Immediately, I tell them the story of Amar, Akbar, Anthony. Amar ultimately became China. Akbar, you can say Pakistan, because Akbar सबसे बदमाश था, notorious था, and then Anthony. So like that, you can make some masala or twist in your story so that they can enjoy it. So the moment they heard, sir, are you going to tell the story of Amar, Akbar, Anthony? But this is the economic class. But when the class moves on, they realize, yes, see how you can implement different factors. And after that, once the class is settled, once they start taking interest in your class, after that, there is no problem for you. Then you can mold the child accordingly. So this is my advice to all of you, especially in case of Indian economy, because we are not mentally prepared to teach them Indian economy. And students take advantage, sir, ये तो हम खुद ही कर लेंगे. We all have studied in the 9th or 10th standard what is poverty, unemployment, rural development, sustainable development. So while telling them the different operations, white, different revolution, white revolution, black revolution, brown revolution, you can give them some extra knowledge. Tell them they can, that they work for you. Tell them make a chart of different revolution related to your chapter. So in this way, they enjoy a lot. So when I start poverty in my class, so I say how you can differentiate poverty. So they give their own definition. Then I tell them, okay, now compare people in your locality and people in the posh area. So they say, yes, sir, they are poor, they have more cars, big bungalows, etc. So we can tell this the concept of relative poverty. First of all, try to explain the student that economics is everywhere. When I teach in the 11th standard, we all know we must use this line, who is the father of Indian economics? So everyone say, by reading the book, Sir Adam Smith. Now my next question is, who is the mother? Some students say, sir, Mrs. Adam Smith. Even I tell you sometimes, I think you are thinking that Mrs. Adam Smith is the mother of economics. Then I tell you yours mothers are the economics, mother of economics, because we the Indians, we are the one who are using our resources very optimally. Take a simple example. Suppose you have a shirt. Now after 3 4 years, your younger brother use that shirt, and after that, your mom use make it a dusting cloth, etc. So from these small examples, you can tell them how we can reuse or utilize our resources. So once they tell you, one another important way is when I tell them the consumer equilibrium. So we see in a consumer equilibrium, if MRS is more than or MRS is less than, it must be equilibrium. So I tell them, sometimes you go to your home, your mom is not in a very good mood, she is angry, looking angry, then now you are feeling something is bad. So that means that is not equilibrium. Again, the next day you go to your house, your mom is very happy. Again, you look suspicious here. Why she is very happy today? It means again she is not equilibrium today. So equilibrium when she behaved normally. So in these ways you can tell them or explain the simple concept of economics. And once they try to find out the answers in their surrounding, they enjoy your class. Even I tell, suppose this is today there is very much fog in the surrounding. How it will affect the PPC of this Dulcilas? There is a village Dulcilas in our near our schools. So even the student ask different types of questions. So once they start asking questions from you, so your mission is accomplished. So again, these lines are taken from NCERT or some outside source. What I am thinking or what is my observation is Indian economy case studies should be from NCERT only. And in case of macroeconomics, it may be based on news headlines. 3 4 years ago, everyone talks about PPC, and now everyone talks about Corona. So I have told my students, you can expect a one question, sure short question from Corona. And this is a very vast topic. Tell them Corona, how it affects. Means you can say it affect from 4th chapter to 10th chapter of Indian economic development. 4th is poverty, human capital, rural development, employment, sustainable development, India, Pakistan, China. So it touched the entire IED and then DOP, national income, money banking, because there are many policies or many schemes issued by CBSE during this. So in this way, tell them, note down all the schemes or all the major announcements given by a Prime Minister or Finance Minister, so that make a copy and you will get a very rich material on coronavirus. Once your concept is clear, you can give any answer in the paper. Sustainable development, try to make some twisted lines. So again, this is poverty line. So when we tell about the poverty line, so we tell about Tendulkar methodology. So we should tell them also Rangarajan comedy. So sometimes you have to give them extra knowledge. I must say our main goal is to impart knowledge, but our schools management also want a good result in terms of good marks, etc. So it is our duty, marks plus knowledge. And now these days art integration or competency based learning, so you have to make questions on the art integration. For that I have developed some cartoon based questions, and even I tell my students to make the questions on their own. So once they start making questions, it means they are able to understand the picture. So at present, massive poverty is considered as the most formidable problem. And you can, students are able, if he or she has read the chapter, concept is clear, then they can easily. Even though I'm repeating, even though what see the second question, what is Tendulkar methodology of estimating of poverty line? So Even the amount is not given in the question. Now they have to think and write on their own. That's why I told them, that's why I'm telling you, it is not like a comprehension question. Sometimes you give an idea about poverty and then ask the questions based on your NCERT book. So these are the case studies which I have developed. Then Niti Aayog, again Niti Aayog, whenever micro was in the 12th standard, and I tell to my students, whenever they, as long as Modi government is in the center, you will expect a question based on their schemes. Be it yoga, Clean India, Jan Dhan Yojana. So they should know all the schemes started by. So this is National Institute of Transform India. Even though question has not been asked, but you can expect a question based on Niti Aayog this year. How Niti Aayog is different or better from Planning Commission, where there was need to replace Planning Commission. So tell students something more about Niti Aayog. Just don't tell it replaced Planning Commission, etc. If you find any source, you should tell more about Niti Aayog and composition of Niti Aayog, how it is good or better or it is differentiated from planning commissions. Like in Niti Aayog, role of CM, State Chief Minister, has been increased. So in this way, you can ask the question, and I have made the question like this: how does the role of state government change after formation of Niti Aayog? It is not mentioned by CBSE. They will not ask any question. I tell my students, whatever is written, even a single word or a line is given in NCERT, you should try to make questions on. Don't neglect this Niti Aayog, it is very important. And you should also tell them, I always say, when I tell them about the Keynes theory, I take a one class on classical theory. So हमें पता होना चाहिए, we should know why we are adopting this theory. So we are adopting this theory because the earlier was failed or could not survive. That's why. If you start straightforward from Keynes theory, so I think it is not a justice with your student. Now we were talking about Keynes, and Keynes is there. Keynes considered the theory of multiplier. So just read the 4 lines and read the question. Do you think there is any relation? No. My motive is to ask the questions. I'm just giving them a knowledge about Keynes. Who was Keynes? That's all. Instead of asking the straightforward question, define investment multiplier, or what is the relationship between investment multiplier and MPS, I have tried to divert their attention by the case studies. First, they will focus on, or they will spend 1-2 minutes on reading the lines, and some students try to find out the answer from the above paragraph. So they will say, yeah, I am not able to see where is investment multiplier or the definition of investment multiplier. You can make these types of case studies also. And before giving in the paper, is my suggestion, try to solve 3-4 case studies in the classroom. ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको सीधा ही बिठा दिया कि वसीम अकरम के आगे या एक कार्टनी वाल्स बॉलर के आगे बिठा दो जी, बैठो जी, ये क्वेश्चन बाउंसर फेस करो उसके. नो, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल you have to prepare physically and mentally. These types of questions can also be asked in the paper. And I always challenge my students. And I have developed different techniques. The other day I was discussing with Dalmia sir. I have developed some economics tricks like economics rummy and economics tambola, where or Kumbh ka Mela. After this question, I am coming to that point also. So after reading the question, you can see there is no relation between the 4 lines and the question. I am just trying to confuse it. Okay. You can say it is like dusra. He was expecting off spin, and there is a dusra from you. In newspaper based current, India's current account deficit shrink sharply in October to December quarter. I'm not asking about the question directly based on the percentage of CAD what has gone down and up. And if you read the question, it is define current account deficit. Again, I am testing the knowledge whether they know about what is current account deficit? And the next question, these type of question you can expect. Most of the MNCs are planning to wind up the business in China. The government of India is leaving no stone unturned and grab this opportunity to invite in the country. How does it help to improve the situation of BOP in India? Ultimately, you can link this question from Make in India, you can import substitution, and because COVID-19 is the hot topic, so I have linked this question with COVID-19. On the cartoon-based question, there was much hue and cry from the people and the government when there was ban on liquor, and when they lifted the ban, again there was hue and cry. So for your safety, I gargled with liquor to kill corona, and just on the basis of the cartoon. I am not promoting home delivery of liquor. I am not in favor of liquor, but read the questions. Our government has decided to provide home delivery facilities of liquor. You can connect with, because there was a problem of distance, social distance. You will see huge lines, rush, even in some places in Delhi. I heard the news of Lati charge. And second question, justify the government decision to open shops and then shift to home delivery. So students should know that this is the main source of revenue of income. Now you can make another question. What types of revenue are? Capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, etc. So once you tell the student that every cartoon tells something about economics. Once you charge your battery, they work on their own. Then there is no need. I tell my students, click the picture from the newspaper or anywhere, any source or from internet. Try to make questions. If they are not able to make questions, send to me. I will send the questions to you. And the next is for you. I have not made any questions. So now it is open for all the students. Tell them what this picture shows. How can you relate this picture to different topics in your economics? So you can say this is a type of art integration. I got this idea from the pole science paper, because in pole science there are political cartoons. So it is our duty not just to focus on our paper only. You have to take, if you get anything fruitful from other subject paper, I think there is no need to take idea from there. So they will tell you something about that, sir, poverty hai, it is related to poor hai, or orphanage hai, kuch khane ko nahi mil raha. They will tell you the different things about the picture. And this one, now, instead of telling them about the cartoon or the picture, tell them how you relate this picture in your real life. Then tell them how it is related to your any topic in economics. And you will see wonderful replies from your student. There was a dialogue, I think, in the Shah Rukh Khan movie, Power of Common Man. Don't underestimate the power of common man. And I said, don't underestimate the power of the student, thinking power of the student. They are more creative than you. Again, look, a very funny picture. Now ask your students what they observe in this cartoon. Again, poverty, credit card, government is telling, Modi ji is saying plastic money, credit card, but a common man does not know about it. Lack of awareness. He or she is thinking that Aadhaar card is everything. So in this way, I think you can make your economics more interesting. For that, first of all, you have to do your homework. First, love your subject, only then you can make interesting and loving for your students. So when we have discussion with Dalmia sir,
yes sir.
So I always say, sir, whenever I am sitting, I always think about how to make new questions. I observe my surroundings and try to find a new question or a new challenge for my students. So that shows your passion for the subject. A common man is not bothered or concerned about what's going on, research center is being created, or metro rail, rapid rail is going. They have to face the basic problem of food, shelter, clothing, etc. So this is the reality of India. So in this way, you can integrate the art in your subject and make it more interesting. Any queries, any questions?
Yes sir, there are a few questions out here.
Yes sir.
जो सर एक 7th क्वेश्चन था ना, कानपुर वाला विलेज वाला, उसका हिसाब से क्या आंसर है, वो थोड़ा सा अगर आप शेयर कर सकें. ये एक
देखो
क्वेश्चन है।
उसमें आप जो स्कीम देखोगे आप, दैट वाज फॉर रूरल एरिया के लिए जो प्रधानमंत्री रोजगार योजना है, आप उसको लिंक करोगे। मींस आपने देखना है जो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट जो प्रोग्राम है कहाँ पे वो फिट बैठ रहा है। तो इस तरह इन दिस वे यू कैन से और लिंक योर आंसर। अच्छा सर, एनी आंसर फ्रॉम दैट क्वेश्चन? वो बच्चे वाला
Yeah, most
नॉर्मल।
most most of them have answered that it is UK citizen होगा वो। कुछ का
ओके।
कहना है वो इंटरनेशनल सिटीजन होगा, and some say कि it could be a UK, it can be a UK citizen.
ओके, नाउ आई एम टेलिंग यू द आंसर।
Yes, sir.
So before telling, I think all of you have seen the movie Three Idiot. Famous dialogue, बेटा होगा इंजीनियर, बेटी होगी तो डॉक्टर। ओके, तो बच्चा हुआ तो हमने बोल दिया यूके का वो का। ओके, टेल मी डेफिनेशन ऑफ नॉर्मल रेजिडेंट।
इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट जहाँ लाई कर रहा है, ये भी एक क्वेश्चन था कि तो हमारा जो नॉर्मल रेसिडेंट है और डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी को दे वांटेड टू एक्सप्लेन, कैसे समझाते हैं, बस कैसे।
हाँ, मैं वो भी आ रहा हूँ उस पर। तो मैं यही बता रहा हूँ, अरे बच्चा दुनिया में आया है, कहाँ उसका इकोनॉमिक इंटरेस्ट आ गया? मेरे हिसाब से वो नॉर्मल रेजिडेंट कहीं का भी नहीं है बाय बर्थ। और जो लीगल वो है कंट्री, वो हो सकता है यूके का हो। उसमें भी मैंने स्टडी किया था, हर कंट्री के डिफरेंट लॉज हैं। जैसे यूएसए में क्या है कि अगर एयरलाइंस यूएसए की है, they will give the citizenship to, we are not talking about our, tell about the citizenship of which country. हमारा जो इकोनॉमिक्स का सिलेबस है, that is about normal resident of India. And again I am saying you, these days, earlier we used to say if he or she is working for more than 1 year. Now these days the question has been changed. It's a Indian resident. When a word Indian residence is in the question, it means he is the normal resident of India. Now, more tricky questions. Generally, students are confused. For example, Indian working in Russian embassy in Japan. Indian working in Russian embassy in Japan for 2 years. Domestic or national? Whether domestic income of India, national income of India. So for domestic, simple is where he is working. He is working in Russian embassy. So Russian embassy means domestic income of Russia. I think it's clear. Now since he has been working in Japan for more than 2 years, means after 1 year he becomes the normal resident of Japan. So his national income will be included in Japan.
Okay. और सर दूसरा ये था कि how to make such cartoons, किसी ने कहा, but then you say कि it can be collected through the students instead of
Although I am not an artist, कार्टून बनाऊंगा। Simply you have to, there are many sites ना where you can economic cartoons. If you type economic cartoons or cartoons based question, you will get different types of cartoons. Simply type in Google cartoon based questions.
ओके ओके। और सर ये इट हैज बीन गुड इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन, आपका थोड़ा सा अलग सेशन रहा। सर एनीथिंग एक्स्ट्रा यू फाइंड कि वी कैन डू इन ऑनलाइन टीचिंग टू मेक अवर टीचिंग मोर इंटरेस्टिंग, समथिंग मोर देन दैट?
Yes. First of all, the way of teaching should be the same you used to in the classroom, and then prepare your material accordingly. Generally, we give notes in the form of PDF or Word file, but when we teach them, we collect the material online or collect from the groups. Even sometimes students get confused when different definitions are given. So it is my observation, if you are using the material of others, you should modify according to your ease, according to the way you are explaining. For example, you may get different types of PPTs on numericals of national income, but I made myself because I tell the way, first of all, private final, government final. So I write in the PPT that way only and tell student, now this is the way, first of all, you have to write everything and then first write the formula and fill the values. So you have to, so that they are not confused about कि otherwise क्या होगा, mix and match हो जाएगा. And you are telling something, but it is on your screen, it is shown or written something. So you should, the content should be matched.
So it has been a sir wonderful session, and it has been really wonderful session. आज थोड़ा you have made it slightly different. हम लोग जो पढ़ते रहे हैं उनसे it is very different. आज का session तो बिल्कुल अलग रहा. And I am definitely sure कि इकोनॉमिक्स में टीचर्स को भी बड़ा इंटरेस्ट आया होगा कि हम और कैसे अच्छा कर सकते हैं और कैसे इंटरेस्टिंग बना सकते हैं। आपके कार्टून्स तो रियली वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड दे वर वेरी एंजॉयबल एज वेल। So, sir, we are extremely and too much thankful to you, and I'm sure that everybody enjoyed it, and that's great. That's great, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure. If I contribute anything in any form to the economics
Definitely,
community.
definitely. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.